Shopee Review, we check for you.
Howdy, viewers of the internet, and welcome to Shopee Review. Today, we'll be reviewing 3 different smartwatches at 3 different price points. Quick intro about Mibro. They're a fairly young brand founded in 2015 and is one of Xiaomi's main ecological chain members. They started out creating children's smart wearables and now have delved into the smartwatch atmosphere. Yep, I see that. Pretty impressive. Now, let's look at the array of watches I have on display. No, this isn't a flex. This is the Watch C2, the Watch Lite, and the Watch GS. The Mibros were Mibros for a couple of weeks, and I'm here to share my opinions. Disclaimer alert, these are just my views and should be taken with a pinch of salt. I'd still recommend to perform your own due diligence when making these purchases. Let's begin with the cheaper than my date night 99 ringgit Watch C2.
I got 99 problems, but a ain't one.
Upon wearing it, the fit feels very reminiscent of the old Casio watches I used to wear to school. With its weight of 36 grams, extra points for the scale. It just blends into my wrist while looking something, also familiar. Before using any of these watches, you have to first scan the QR code and install the Mibro Fit app. Fill in your credentials and you're away. First thing I always do is scroll through the watch faces and... Wait, what's this? Oh my god, it's a spinning cat astronaut. Sync now! Sync now! Then I took it out for a walk around the neighborhood and started tracking. I'd say it gave the info I needed, but the first quirk I ran into was the display was a little dim when out in sunlight. The connectivity to the phone was fine, and I could control Spotify via the watch. The other quirk was when I was in sports mode, I couldn't tell the time. It could only show my workout status. The battery life though is like a buffed up Energizer Bunny running on his 5th can of Red Bull. Durability on the C2 is good. It ain't a tank, but it'll take your daily random knocks. And at this harga rakyat, you're getting great value. Bayar untuk kancil, tapi dapat MyV.
Tak ada jodoh kahwin dengan MyV.
I think the C2 is for people who aren't too fussy about the latest features and just want a functional smartwatch. You'll be getting a reliable fitness tracker that goes on for a month. No frills, no spills. Moving up a tier in price and spec is the Mibro Lite. At the tender price of 179 ringgit, this circular-shaped AMOLED display watch took a bit of time for me to get used to. The fit on these had slightly angled hinges and it just didn't really sit well on me. However, weighing in at 50 grams, it still feels really comfortable on my hand. Moving on to the same app, the watch faces on this are a little bit more limited, but it serves its purpose as a daily driver. As sports modes go, this is IP68 rated, which means no swimming, but definitely rain and sweat resistant. My favorite feature on this watch was the inbuilt calculator, and I can split the bills easily without having to whip out my phone, and it's way better than my ancient form of calculation. Exclusive to the AMOLED display, you can have an always-on function, but limited to 20 minutes. It could be a battery saving measure, which I can't complain about because it still lasts up to 10 days with all the functions on. The brightness on the display is a definite step up in daylight visibility. With a discounted price tag of 179 ringgit, I feel this is targeted more to the urbanites who want a slightly more elegant looking watch with extended features. Leveling up once again to the AMOLED Mibro Watch GS at 279 ringgit. First impressions, it sports the same kind of angled hinges as the Watch Lite. Let's see how it fits. It definitely feels the most premium. And the fit is also the best out of the 3. Now, on to scrolling through the watch. Very smooth. I feel the dual-core main chip makes navigating through the watch feel seamless. Oh wait, what's this? Same calculator? Love it. Breathing app? Okay, I've got to try this out. Inhale. exhale. And a what? Timer? Okay. 10 minutes for boiling an egg. 2 minutes for brushing teeth. Now, spending 279 ringgit on a watch still sounds like a real bargain to me, considering the build and all the bells and whistles. I'd recommend this for people who are looking for a highly spec'd smartwatch on a budget. Personally, I think it's up there with your Samsungs and Amazfits. Try it out for yourself. Don't just take my word for it. If you happen to like these watches, head on over to Mibro's official store on Shopee. Claim your vouchers if you're buying a Mibro watch and check out the electronic zone on Shopee for more products while you're there. Watches are all down to personal preference and style. For me, after much consideration, my personal choice is the Watch GS. I know, I went for the most expensive, but you're getting so much in the promo price of 279 ringgit. What really sold it was the smooth interface, and the apps really did help me live a healthy, optimistic, stylish lifestyle. Aku ada type. Kalau aku like, kalau tak, aku swipe. And that's exactly what this watch allows me to do with the faces. I'm already adding this to cart and checking out soon. Jomlah, do the same. It's CNY sale anyway. Did you agree with my views? And what do you think of the new line of Mibro watches? Let us know in the comments. And as usual, thumbs if you liked the video and subs if you loved it. To the next one, thanks for watching. Bye.